Have you ever noticed how you stopped sharing good news? Stop speaking up. Stop being to yourself. That doesn't happen randomly. Someone trained you. You know, most people think abuse looks loud, shouting, breaking things, chaos, but the kind that destroys you the most is the quiet kind. The kind that makes you doubt your memory, your feelings, and eventually, your entire identity. And here's the scary part. It doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly, almost gently, until one day you realize you're living a life that doesn't feel like yours anymore. So, in today's video, we're going to talk about 7 everyday behaviors that seem normal, but are actually signs of psychological abuse. If you've ever felt confused, small, guilty, or like you lost yourself around someone, this might finally give you the language for what you've been feeling. And I promise you this, once you see these patterns, you can't unsee them. And that clarity is the first step back to yourself. Behavior 1, they make you question your memory. It always starts small. You remember a conversation clearly. Maybe they said they'd call you after work, or they agreed on weekend plans. But when you bring it up, they look at you with calm confusion and say, "I never said that, you must be mixing things up." At first, you think it's just a misunderstanding, but then it keeps happening. Different moments, different topics, same denial. And here's where it gets dangerous. Your brain tries to make sense of the mismatch, so you begin trusting their version of events over your own. You stop speaking up. You start apologizing for things you didn't do. You wonder if you really are the forgetful one. Psychologists call this memory displacement. When someone repeatedly rewrites your reality, your nervous system goes into self-doubt mode, a survival response meant to avoid conflict. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is trying to keep you safe. The worst part, once they teach you to question your memory, they can teach you to question anything. Behavior 2, your success makes them uncomfortable. Picture this. You get a promotion, finish a big project, or hit a personal goal you've been working toward for months. You walk in excited, ready to share the news, and the room suddenly gets colder. They force a smile. They change the subject. Or they slip in that one sentence that quietly kills your joy. That's nice, but are you sure you can handle the pressure? Here's what most people never realize. Healthy people celebrate with you because your growth doesn't threaten their place in your life. But insecure or controlling people, your achievements make them feel smaller, so they pull you back down. Not loudly, but with tiny emotional cuts. This is called emotional leveling. Some individuals subconsciously fear abandonment when the other person grows, so they sabotage your confidence to keep the relationship equal, but on their terms. And over time, you stop sharing good news. Then you stop trying new things. And eventually, you shrink yourself just to make the relationship feel peaceful. Behavior 3, they're 2 different people depending on the audience. You've probably seen this one. In public, they're charming. Warm smile, gentle voice, thoughtful gestures. Everyone loves them. People even tell you, "You're so lucky to have someone like that." But the moment the door closes, it's like watching a mask fall off. The warmth disappears. The tone sharpens. Suddenly, you're walking on eggshells again, wondering what version of them you'll get next. And here's the part that messes with your mind the most. Their public kindness becomes evidence against your private reality. You start thinking, if they're so good with everyone else, maybe the problem really is me. But it's not you. This behavior is known as image management abuse. People who rely heavily on external validation often create a perfect public persona so no one will ever believe the person they truly are behind closed doors. It's strategic, not accidental, and the more charming they are in public, the more trapped you feel in private. Behavior 4. They make you responsible for their emotions. Some days it feels like you're carrying someone else's weather. They're upset because of work, stressed about their family, annoyed by something that has nothing to do with you. But somehow you end up walking on eggshells, trying to keep the peace. You change how you talk, how you move. You adjust your entire mood just so they don't explode, or worse, go cold. Then comes the line every emotionally manipulative person uses. You're making me angry. If you cared, you'd know what I need. But there's something important they don't want you to notice. Adults are supposed to regulate their own emotions. Support is healthy, but emotional responsibility, that's control dressed as vulnerability. Therapists call this emotional enmeshment. Your nervous system begins syncing with theirs, training you to ignore your own feelings to manage theirs, a pattern common in trauma-bonded relationships. And once your emotions become their property, your boundaries start disappearing without you even noticing. Behavior 5. They use kindness as currency. At first, it feels sweet. They help you with something. They buy you a gift. They do a favor you didn't ask for. It feels generous, almost thoughtful. But later, maybe hours, maybe weeks, the price shows up. After everything I've done for you, you owe me this much. I was there for you, and this is how you treat me. Suddenly, their kindness doesn't feel like kindness anymore. It feels like a bill, and here's the painful truth. Most people don't realize healthy kindness has no debt attached to it. But manipulative kindness, it's transactional, it's a setup. This pattern is part of covert coercion. Some people offer help, not because they care, but because it creates leverage, emotional debt they can cash in later to control your choices. And the more kindness they give, the more trapped you feel in a cage built from guilt. Behavior 6. They complicate your relationships with others. It usually starts with concern. They say your best friend is a bad influence. They think your family doesn't really understand you. They claim your co-workers don't appreciate you the way I do. Nothing is ever said directly, just hints. Just small comments that make you look twice at the people you love. And slowly, without even noticing, you start pulling away, canceling plans, texting less, staying home more. But here's the twist most people never catch, until it's too late. They're not protecting you, they're isolating you. Because the fewer people you have around you, the fewer people there are who can say, hey, something's wrong. This isn't you. Isolation is one of the oldest manipulation tactics. Psychologists call it support erosion. An abuser knows that if they weaken your outside connections, your entire world will revolve around them, which makes you easier to control, easier to confuse, and much harder to leave. And by the time you notice what happened, your support system has already faded into silence. Behavior 7. Their apologies become weapons. You finally gather the courage to tell them how something they did made you feel. For a moment, it seems like they're listening. They sigh, they lower their voice, and they say the word you've been waiting for. Sorry. But then it shifts. I'm sorry, but you're too sensitive. I'm sorry if you feel that way. I apologized. What else do you want from me? That's not repair. That's manipulation wearing a polite mask. Because here's the move they don't want you to see. Their apology isn't meant to fix the problem. It's meant to flip the script, so you end up feeling guilty for even bringing it up. And after enough of these half apologies, you stop confronting them altogether. You swallow your feelings because arguing feels worse than staying silent. Therapists call this performative remorse. It creates the illusion of accountability, but the behavior never changes, training you to accept pain as long as it's wrapped in polite language. And that's how psychological abuse stays hidden, behind apologies that never mean anything. So, if any of these 7 behaviors felt a little too familiar, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not overreacting, and you're not imagining things. Psychological abuse rarely looks dramatic. It looks like slow confusion, like shrinking, like doubting your own thoughts a little more each month. It looks like losing parts of yourself you didn't even notice were slipping away. Gaslighting, jealousy disguised as concern, kindness used as leverage, emotional responsibility pushed onto you. These things don't show up as bruises, but they leave marks just as deep. And once you can name these patterns, they start losing their power. Because clarity is the first step back to your voice, your boundaries, and your sense of self. If you recognized even one of these signs, that awareness alone is a turning point. It means something inside you is finally saying, I deserve better than this. If this video made something click for you, even a little, I want to invite you to share it forward. Someone out there might still be blaming themselves for things they never caused. And tell me in the comments, which sign hit you the hardest? Just drop the number. Your comment might be exactly what someone else needs to feel less alone. If you want more videos that help you understand your mind, your patterns, and your healing, hit subscribe. We're building a space where people finally feel seen. And don't forget to like the video, not for the algorithm, but so this message reaches someone who needs it tonight. Take care of yourself. You deserve relationships that make you feel more like you, not less.